So exactly why do cavalry troopers throw their carbine over their right-hand shoulder? This week on the 11th OVC, something we hope you don't learn the hard way, why cavalry troopers throw their carbine over that right shoulder. So whether it's Cogdens, Poinsets, or Cooks, all of them mention, and very specifically, to throw your carbine over your right-hand shoulder, whether you're standing to horse, walking around, or of course mounting. Why is this? The main reason is for mounting. Now granted, when you're walking around, whether dismounted, a carbine gets in the way and kind of hangs if you don't have it thrown over. But more importantly, when you mount, if you do not have it thrown over your right-hand shoulder, you will definitely straddle your carbine over the seat of your saddle when you mount. This is something that's embarrassing, ineffective, makes you fall off, kind of dangerous, and embarrassing to the whole regiment. So let's look at the specifics and the tricks of the trade of putting your carbine over your shoulder. So let's first demonstrate doing this wrong. If we leave our carbine on our right-hand side without throwing it over right-hand shoulder, let's see what happens. And as you can see, I'm sitting on my carbine with my barrel going over here. Obviously not what we need. And if you do it wrong like this, it's kind of dangerous, especially if you have a new horse, a horse that doesn't like things protruding from its side vision or something like that. We've had horses kind of get spooked when the guy gets discombobulated, sitting on his carbine, trying to pull it out. Horse doesn't know what's going on, and obviously something doesn't feel right. Why? Because the guy forgot to put his carbine over his right-hand shoulder and mount properly. So now let's do it properly. Properly would be standing to horse already with our carbine over our right-hand shoulder and our saber hooked up. On the order prepare to mount, then we disconnect our saber, let it hang, and then get prepared to mount. So you saw on that second one, the carbine was over my right-hand shoulder, it didn't get in the way, and I didn't sit on it. That's exactly how the proper way to mount is to make sure your carbine is over where it needs to be. Now something you gotta be aware of, especially when you're tired, you get kind of lazy. And what happens is your carbine, if you don't put it way over on your right shoulder, actually kind of leaning toward the left side a little bit, then what happens is your carbine stays kind of on the edge of your shoulder and kind of like this with the barrel protruding underneath your armpit. This is dangerous because it still allows that angle for your leg to get up and over the barrel, thus sitting on your carbine. Let's try it this way with the lazy way up underneath my armpit. So you saw there on the lazy way, I was able to mount, but the carbine, the stock came over, and if I did it wrong, then it would be able to kind of hit me in the face, bust out my teeth. It's not a very controlled way. So one thing I like to suggest, especially the new troopers who are doing this, and you don't, again, hopefully you guys don't learn this the hard way, especially on a spooky horse, is you want to actually throw your carbine over your right-hand shoulder as far to the left as possible. So what you want is for your barrel to honestly kind of jam itself in between your pistol cartridge box and your carbine cartridge box, kind of setting there in the little groove, allowing it to kind of stick there until you're ready to drop it off your shoulder. So these following clips show 4 different ways or 4 different progressions of the carbine being over your right-hand shoulder. So first one, we have the correct way, or what I call the most secure way, is thrown over your right-hand shoulder. Very secure, the barrel tucked in between some cartridge boxes or your leather. Very easy way to make sure it doesn't get undone or slough off your shoulder. The second way is a bit more lazy way, still kind of safe. It allows you to still mount, but again, all it takes is one little bump and it falls off. And of course, these other ways are kind of dangerous. They're kind of these 2 lazy ways that if it's coming off, sloughing off your shoulder, or on the arm part of your shoulder, is past your shoulder, then obviously these are situations where it makes it dangerous to actually mount your horse, because you're going to go ahead and when you drop your arm, you're going to sit on the barrel of your carbine. So again, in summary, please don't let me catch you guys mounting a horse without your carbine thrown over your right-hand shoulder. Again, short video, appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out our website, 11thovc.com. We got a wealth of references, manuals, drill manuals, and government specifications. We got some quartermaster's manual and ordnance manuals there. Please check it in. Again, 11thovc.com. Again, appreciate you guys watching. Until we see you in the field, ride hard.